blasting of the Wakashio revealed the degree of corruption of the Mauritian government. First of all, why did the government blast the Wakashio? First, we have to remember that the Wakashio was not in a state of sinking. It was actually the government who intentionally sank the Wakashio. Then we need to ask ourselves why they do that. In fact, this decision caused many and catastrophic environmental problems in terms of flora and fauna. In terms of fauna, many aquatic animals such as the dolphins, the fish, the turtles, and even the whales, they were all affected and severely damaged by the Wakashio's heavy oil. And in terms of flora, numerous plants and even the coral reef were affected, even endangering some species due to the Wakashio's oil. So why did they took such a bad decision for our beloved island? And even after the incident, when other much bigger countries proposed their help to retrieve the boat and help to clean the oil, the Mauritian government suspiciously declined. We found an article of L'Express Mauritius who talks about the drug possibility.
In this article, we comprehend that Ashley Herhangi and Samad Golamoli, for a worldwide non-administrative association, NGO, of which they are individuals, sent a letter to the leader Pravin Jugnut on Friday, 21 August, censoring the conditions where the MV Wakashio sank on the reef of Pointe des. The NGO, alongside others and different bodies, enthusiastically challenged the abandoning of the Wakashio. They have the feeling that this choice was taken in scurry and that it isn't in light of legitimate concerns for those looking for reality with regard to the specific conditions of the abandoning. Further examinations, which could have been done, consequently get unimaginable. The mass transporter was sunk with all its proof. The NGO, similar to most of Mauritians and the previous head administrator, mentioned that the assessments of qualified specialists and experts be tried to search the Wakashio for DNA and different examples and decide if the vessel was conveying illicit items, even medications, weapons, or occupied with unlawful natural life exchange. To conclude, this article clearly shows how much the government is trying to hide the circumstance of how the Wakashio sank and what was inside. This clearly shows how much the government is corrupt.
Now I'm going to tell you a story. So basically, the crash of the Wakashio on our coral reef was planned by the ship because the ship was containing drugs for the Africans, and the Africans needed an opening to come and extract the drugs. But the ship could not go to the port because with the security measurement and the checked-up, the drug would have been seized by the Mauritian authority. So the rumor says that the African came with their ship to extract the drugs, and when the government aboard the ship, they've seen traces of the drugs, and I think that's why they blasted the Wakashio, to hide the traces of the drugs from the ship.